The World Cup just got bigger. FIFA gives us its best. Martin Odegaard will finally get to play some soccer, and the future of the US men's national team just moved to Scotland. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Goalmouth, your daily serving of bite-sized soccer news, cooked up by Howler Magazine, Dirty Tackle, and my one, The Total Soccer Show. I'm Darryl Grove, and I'll be your server today. Here's the news. The FIFA Council has voted to approve a 48-team World Cup starting in 2026. This is not a drill, this is not a proposal, this is not a rumour, this is happening. The new format will be 16 groups of 3 teams, with the top 2 from each group going through to a knockout round of 32 teams. Quick reactions to this. First, yes, this is how Gianni Infantino got himself elected FIFA president. A lot of the non-superpower soccer nations supported this idea because a 48-team World Cup gives their team a better chance of qualifying. Second, there's going to be a lot of knee-jerk negative reaction, but this might actually be a good thing. I, for one, love the idea of more teams getting to play in the World Cup. More fans seeing their team compete at the highest level. More defenders experiencing the bittersweet ecstasy of being defeated by a Thomas Müller unexpected far post run. Third, I know 32 teams might feel traditional, but a 48-team tournament is not the death of the World Cup. It's just the death of the World Cup as you've known it. Remember that the 1930 World Cup only had 13 teams and was all played in one city. Then the World Cup was 16 teams for a long old time, finally becoming a 24-team tournament in 1982, then a 32-team tournament in 1998. If you take a step back, take a longer view, this is no outrage, it's just what's always happened. Fourth, despite what you hear, this will not make a mockery of the World Cup qualification process. A 48-team World Cup still means more than 3/4 of the 211 FIFA nations will not make the final tournament. There's still plenty of disappointment to go round. Fifth and finally, the answer is no. We can't retroactively apply this to the 2018 World Cup. So the US men's national team still has a lot of work to do in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Get to it, Mr. Bruce Arena. Get to it. The other thing FIFA did in Zurich this week was hand out some new awards. I think it was fellow goalmouther Brooks Peck who said the new awards look like a robot's reproductive organs, and I can't top that description. But I can tell you who won. Best men's player was Cristiano Ronaldo. Not a shock. Best women's player for a second year in a row was Carly Lloyd. Best men's coach was Claudio Ranieri, you know why. And best women's coach was Silvia Naid for leading Germany to Olympic gold. But my favourite award is the Puskás Award for Best Goal, because it's not decided by fame or profile, it's all about the aesthetics. The winner is Mohd Faiz Subri's free kick in the Malaysian Super League, which defied the laws of physics. Click the link in today's Goalmouth email to see it. To paraphrase that Men's Warehouse guy, you'll like the way it looks, I guarantee it. In players on the move news, Norwegian phenom Martin Odegaard has joined Dutch team Heerenveen on an 18-month loan deal from Real Madrid. You might remember Odegaard as the 16-year-old who lit up the Norwegian Tipper League a couple years ago, regularly making grown Norwegian men look silly. A high-profile move to Real Madrid in 2015 has so far not gone well, because honestly, why would it? They already have a team full of world-class adults. But the now 18-year-old Odegaard can expect some actual playing time at Heerenveen in the Eredivisie in the next season and a half. Honestly, if he'd been better advised, Heerenveen would have been a perfect move for Odegaard back when he made that Real Madrid move. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does there. I predict many YouTube highlights in the near future. Speaking of much-needed loan moves, 20-year-old American midfielder Odegaard and Hyndman has joined Scottish Premier League team Rangers for the rest of the season. Hyndman was formerly at Fulham and is currently contracted to Bournemouth in the English Premier League, but couldn't get regular first-team minutes with either. From what I've seen of Hyndman, he has fast feet and even faster football brain. He's maybe a little slender and skinny, but he's exactly the player you should be rooting for if you want the US national team to play some fluid passing football. Here's hoping some deep-fried Glaswegian food will thicken him up a bit. That's all the news you're getting from me, mostly because at time of recording, the FIFA media briefing video says live stream is starting soon and has done for over an hour. George Qureshi will be with you tomorrow and we'll have all the extra details about this 48-team World Cup. If you've enjoyed the Goalmouth, please help us grow the show by clicking subscribe in iTunes and then leaving us a review or rating. I enjoyed a recent 5-star review from Pelican DFW, who says Goalmouth is, quote, as good as marmalade on toast and, quote, highly recommended for anyone who wants news and a smile. Thank you, Pelican DFW. Who doesn't want news and a smile in the morning? We're also just 4 iTunes ratings away from hitting the big 100, and I'd love to get us there this week, so please hit that review button. I'll leave you with today's Goalmouth top tip. If you want to win that Puskás Award, get out there and practice your bendy free kicks.